It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. You talk about this Chiefs defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Jackson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 11. Called it a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Smith. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now the fan favorite, this is Carson Steele. And the defense closes quickly there, and they get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All all signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And this goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Here's a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. A quick throw caught by Rice. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Yellow. 180.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Marco 180.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He spins away. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Second down at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the Mississippi State man Chris Jones with a sack there.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now, it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an option. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Three-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Mahomes now to throw. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now. Mahomes going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Give to Pacheco off the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throw outside, completion to Rice. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
They let it with Pacheco from the gun. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Play smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
No, we changed it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
DC, ready? Ready!
Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the blow. Got trying to snatch out my soul.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Handoff, running left, Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop it for a loss.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And it's a short one here. Complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fends him off. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Smith. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they forced him to taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing is Jackson. And out routed, he's got the connection to Walker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Hey, report! Report! Sit up!
And Jackson throwing once more. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 110 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And it's straight, it's Pacheco. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an